It's LeGarrette Blunt here, man, 3-time Super Bowl champion. I just want to give you a shout out to the YouTube channel, MicroMike, man.
Eddie Murray, former Detroit Lion. Make sure you watch MicroMike on YouTube.
Calvin Johnson Jr. here, a.k.a. Megatron. Big shout out to MicroMike and YouTube channel, man.
Keep on talking everything Detroit Lions, and I just got to remind you, man, happy wife, happy life.
Before we get into the breakdown of Lions versus the Bears, I want to say a massive thank you to our presenting sponsor, BetQL, the #1 app to beat your sportsbook this football season. BetQL's best bet algorithm went 13-2 5-star bets in Week 1 from games of Thursday through Sunday. And that is freaking awesome. So what you need to do is you need to go in the description, find the information in this video, and take advantage of BetQL. Now, use the discount code ChatLines to get 25% off any of their subscription offerings. You can also find information in the description of this video to get a free year off of BetQL. We're going to start with the quarterback comparison right now. We're not 100% sure who's going to start for the Chicago Bears. We think it's going to be Justin Fields, so that's who I used here. We're going to start with Jared Goff. He is 86 for 123, a 69.9 completion percentage, 801 yards, and 5 touchdowns. Not doing too bad this year. We go to Justin Fields. He is 14 for 35, 40% completion for 138 and 0 touchdowns. We do the quarterback comparison between these two. Right now, Jared Goff has the upper hand. He's the veteran. He is more familiar with the Lions offense. You go to Justin Fields. He is a rookie. He obviously has some issues with the offensive line as well, and it's going to hurt the completions and everything and his stats that goes along with it. So I'm going to give a +2 advantage here to the Lions quarterback position. It may not be Justin Fields who plays. We really don't know now, but I'm going to go ahead +2 advantage Detroit Lions. Let's jump to the running game of both teams. Right now, the Lions are 70 for 317 yards, a 4.5 average with 3 touchdowns. Go to the Chicago Bears, 73 for 303, 4.2 average, and 2 touchdowns. It looks real even if you ask me. The difference here is the Lions' offensive line is better than the Chicago Bears' offensive line. Still, the numbers are really similar, very close on the running style. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to say this is even advantage, no team. Both are about the same with the running game. About to hit an ad. Before you hit that ad, before you watch it, just go ahead and make sure you hit that like button. Let's get to 200 likes in this video. Just smack that like button while the ad's taking place. Let's jump to the wide outs or wide receivers, people who receive the ball. We're talking about tight ends, wide receivers, and running backs all together. Right now for the Lions, they are 86 receptions for 120 targets. Yeah, they have 801 yards, 9.3 average with 5 touchdowns. A big difference here with the Chicago Bears. They are 50 for 83, 400 yards, 8 average, 1 touchdown. You say, man, oh man, how is this possible for the Bears to not have this much offense? Well, their offensive line is in a world of hurt. A lot of dysfunction there, and it's not giving the quarterback that amount of time to throw the football, and that's what you're seeing. So when it comes to the wideouts here in the receptions, I'm going to give a +3 advantage to the Detroit Lions here. They got the better offensive line. Obviously, right now, they're slinging the ball around. I'm going to give a +3 advantage to Detroit. Talking about the offensive line here, and the Detroit Lions right now has a +5 advantage on the offensive line, a much improved, much better offensive line in comparison to the Chicago Bears. It's not close there. The Lions' offensive line is really good. Chicago Bears' offensive line is really bad, and that's why you're seeing the numbers different with Chicago's offensive numbers in comparison to the Lions. Let's do a shout out to our sponsor of today's video. That is BetQL, the best advantage you have to win and beat your sportsbook this football season. All you got to do is download BetQL app to make the smart best bets possible. You need with their best computer model that scans over 350,000 unique best bet recommendations across every single game of all major sports. They have that model that covers everything on this app. It's very convenient, easy to use. It got spreads, overs, the unders, player prop bets, All you got to do is look at it and say you want to do your own research. That's fine. It does have the information for you to make the best bet possible and hopefully win you a ton of money this season heading into the rest of the year. Again, download the app. Super easy and convenient. I have it on my phone. Then head over to chatsports.com/chatlines to get 25% off any of their subscription offerings. If you have any more questions, just go to the description box. You find all the information and links you need to sign up and get the discount code as well. Let's talk about the bets of the week. For my bets of the week, I actually like the -1 for the Cleveland Browns here, and I think they will do an over of 52. The Minnesota Vikings, they definitely put up some offense, and I think the Cleveland does as well. We look at the Indianapolis Colts and Miami Dolphins. I actually think that the Colts can cover this. Miami Dolphins got some issues right now at the quarterback position, and I think the over of 43 makes sense there. And Carolina Panthers will cover as well. They are undefeated, and I think that they will cover. That's 4.5 and above 50 points. Let's go ahead and start with the defensive line of both teams. We'll start with the Detroit Lions. 20 solo tackles, 11 assisted, a total of 31 with 1.5 sacks here. You go to the Chicago Bears defensive line. They're 15 for 19, 34, 2 sacks. Fairly similar, but a little bit better for Chicago. I'm going to give the Chicago Bears here a 1-point advantage upon the defensive line. The difference here is the Detroit Lions defensive line is going against the offensive line of the Chicago Bears, which is a better matchup for the Lions. And the Chicago Bears are going against a better offensive line in Detroit, but I feel like they do have the better defensive line overall, +1 advantage to the Chicago Bears. Let's go to the linebackers of both teams. We'll start with Detroit. 45 solo tackles, 19 assisted, a total of 64 with 4.5 sacks. The Chicago Bears, 38 solo, 24 assisted, a total of 62 with 8 sacks. The Detroit Lions linebackers actually played much better in Week 3. We decided to go to Derek Barnes and Jalen Reeves-Maybin, and Alex Anzalone played better. But still, the Chicago Bears linebackers, in my opinion, is better overall. I'm going to give them a +2 advantage. They are a ball swarm. They will swarm after the football. They will attack you. They will sack you. They in the blitz. This is a very good core for the Chicago Bears. +2 advantage, Chicago. Comment on the video. Give me your score prediction of this game. Do you have the Lions winning? Do you have the Bears winning? Let me know your score prediction, your team, and let's get this thing rolling. Let's jump to the secondary of both teams. We'll start with the Detroit Lions. 53 solo tackles, 12 assisted, a total of 65, 1 sack, 8 pass defense. We got the Chicago Bears here. 48 solo, 19 assisted, 67 total, 0 sacks, 7 pass defense. Another even match here when it comes to the secondary. I'm still going to give the advantage here to the Chicago Bears. I just feel that their defensive line of linebackers is a little bit better, and then guess what? That helps out the secondary itself. I'm going to give them a +1 advantage in the secondary for the Chicago Bears. Let's do one final shout out to our sponsor, BetQL, the best way to take advantage and beat your sportsbook this year and hopefully win you a ton of money. This app will give you easy to make and smartest bets possible. The app is great. Different models regarding spreads, overs and unders, player prop bets, and it's right there in front of you to give you the best bet recommendations as possible. It's super easy to use. And for me, I'm not a tech guy. I'm not a cell phone guy. But if I can do it, anyone can do it. And that is #facts. So go ahead and get started in the world of sports betting. Go to Google Play and or App Store. Download BetQL now. You can also check out their BetMGM offer in the description in order to receive a free year of BetQL. Again, down below in the description, link is chatsports.com/LionsQL. You deposit $10, you spend $10 in betting, and you can get a free year of BetQL within 24 hours of your wager settle. Let's jump to the coaching, lines, and score prediction. The coaching record for the Detroit Lions 0-3, and it is 1-2 for the Chicago Bears. Right now the line is +3, so the Chicago Bears is favored to win by 3 points, over and under of 43. I have a score prediction of 24-23. The Detroit Lions get their first victory. And since the Detroit Lions get their first victory, guess what? That means they will cover the spread here. The Detroit Lions will cover the spread, and I think the over and under is fairly right. I would say over at 43. So I'm going to go ahead and take the over. I have the Lions covering the spread for your interest in betting. In the upcoming videos, we've got the OnePride podcast on my channel. Tomorrow, 6:30 p.m. on Thursday, every single Thursday. If you got questions, we have answers. Again, come on down. We're going to be talking about the game. We're going to be talking about the Lions. We're going to be talking about trade rumors, news, everything. It's going to be a fun time. Also, on Saturday, we got the mailbag segment. Get ready for that, where you guys gave questions, and we're going to give answers to it. And on Sunday, the live watch party, Detroit Lions versus Chicago Bears at Soldier Field. It's going to be a good time. Enjoy. Come on down, and let's watch some Lions football.